Hello, welcome back. Remember the tasks I said we'll be handling in this section, in this video. I said we'll be choosing 5 members from the group randomly, and these 5 members are going to represent us in the competition. Now, we have our group names already, so we have all the names of the group member, and we want to access this group members randomly, so that we'll pick 5 from the group members, and these 5 members will be the ones to represent us in the competition. So I won't create another class for this project. We'll be using the same class for this task. So it just take some few lines of code, not something that's really taxful. So remember our math.random function that generates a random value between any specified range. So we are going to be making use of the math.random function in this section. I believe you try to solve the question, and even if you didn't really achieve the answer, at least here's a thumbs up for you from me. At least you try to give it a shot. However, if you really did solve it and you got the answer correctly, you got at least you got the answer, then kudos to you are really getting good at programming already. So let's get started. At first, we need 5 members, so we need an array, and this array will just hold 5 members from the group. So we need a string array. String, now we'll call it participant, or participant is okay, equals to new string. Recall that we just need 5 members. So this array is going to hold a list of participants that will be participating in the competition. Now we need an integer value. Let's say random selector. I'm going to initialize it, give it a value of 0. I'll use a for loop. Int I is equal to 0. I is less than participants dot length, then I plus. So we are going to be selecting a random value between 0 and 100. So for that, we'll use the math.random class, and then we'll multiply by 100. But before then, we have to typecast. Remember, we have to typecast so that we can get an integer value we can get an integer value and not a double value. So we'll say random selector is equal to math.random times 100. Now remember, we have to typecast, so I'll wrap all of this in parentheses. Now we typecast again. So we can store whatsoever is generated this time around inside of random selector. Now, using random selector, we can then say participants at I is equal to names of group member at random selector. So this 2 line of code is going to generate a random index. This first one is going to generate a random index, and that random index we will use to access the value at names of group members at that index. Then we assign the random value to participants at I. Remember, as the for loop progresses, the value of I is always changing. So the first stage we have index 0, we have index 1, we have index 2, we have index 3, and then we have index 4. As we say, we already have 5 elements and we just need 5 participants. I know I've been saying this index. I'm just trying to rephrase and basically draw our attention to what we've done in the past. So for those of you that know it already, it may be annoying that I'm repeating the same stuff, but there are still some people that don't really get the concept yet. So just for their sake, I have to recall what I've said previously. So we have our participant. Now I'm going to print out the participant. You can just print the participant as from here using the search keyword. Say participant number plus I plus row is plus participant I. It's going to print out the participant number 1 in the first case from group is the name of the participant, because we have assigned the name of the participant to participant I. And let me just include D right here. So participant number 1 from the group is participant name. So I will comment this print line statement that is going to print out the name of all the members in the group. I don't want to print it out. I just leave only the assignment statement. I'm going to run the program. As you can see, we have just participant number 1 from group. The group is Hale. Participant number 2 from the group is Quartia. Participant number 3 from the group is Persever, Colin, and we have Cardinal. So if you check the name.txt, you have to look for, okay, the very first index, Hale, is from index 10. We have 11 right here, so Hale is from index 10. Then we have, how do I pronounce it? Quartia. Let's see the index. Okay, you can see we have Colin. Colin is index 52, and we have Gardiner. Gardiner is index 44. So we just select this list. Just select from the list randomly. So that's basically how to access values from an array randomly. So I want you to work on this program a little bit. Now there's every probability that a random selector might be equal to the previous random selector. So what does that mean? It means that we might not have a person participating twice in the same group. So we now have the same person in the group. The person name is appearing twice. So I want you to write a code that fixes that issue, that checks if this random selector has been generated already, and if it has been generated already, generates another random selector that has not been generated before. So I want you to write a program that does that. So that's it for this video on random selection and reading of names from multi-file. So thank you for watching, and in the next video we'll be looking at variables. Okay, peace out.